The tech world was set abuzz last week when a brief but explosive leak surfaced on a Chinese e-commerce platform. For exactly 3 seconds, a full product listing for a drone named the DJI Avata 360 appeared, only to vanish almost immediately. While fleeting, those 3 seconds offered a tantalizing glimpse into what might be DJI's most aggressive pricing strategy in years. The leak, though short-lived, hinted at a potentially game-changing entry into the 360-degree drone market, one that could disrupt established pricing norms and shift the competitive landscape entirely. The numbers reported were astonishing. The standalone DJI Avata 360 drone was listed at 2,988 yuan, roughly $410 to $430 at current exchange rates. This price covered only the drone body, with no controller, goggles, or additional accessories included. On its own, this would already make the DJI Avata 360 an attractive entry point for FPV enthusiasts and 360-degree drone hobbyists. But the real jaw-dropping information came from the bundled options. One package, including DJI's RC2 controller, was priced at 3,988 yuan, roughly $550. Yet it didn't stop there. 2 premium bundles were listed at 5,688 yuan each, which converts to around $700 US $710. These top-tier bundles reportedly included multiple batteries, a charging hub, and either FPV goggles or DJI's motion controller. For perspective, existing 360-degree camera drones with similar features usually exceed $1,200 to $1,500 once all necessary accessories are factored in. If the leaked prices are even close to accurate, the DJI Avata 360 could undercut the competition by nearly 40 to 50%, a staggering margin in a category where development costs are high. Of course, caution is warranted when analyzing early leaks. Based on years of observing DJI product announcements, there are several plausible explanations for these numbers. First, the prices could have been internal placeholders for market testing in China. Second, they might not have accounted for international tariffs, certifications, shipping, or retail markups. Third, and more cynically, these leaks could have been deliberately released to generate excitement and conversation, a classic marketing tactic. Regardless of the reason, the attention generated demonstrates how impactful the DJI Avata 360 could be, even before an official launch. Global pricing is another critical factor. Historically, DJI's domestic prices in China tend to be 15 to 25% lower than what international markets see. Applying that adjustment, the base unit of the DJI Avata 360 could land around $500 $600 overseas, with premium bundles reaching $900 $1,000. Even with these adjustments, DJI would still be entering the market with a remarkably aggressive position, undercutting competitors while offering comparable or superior capabilities. This strategic pricing could position the DJI Avata 360 as a market disruptor, aiming not just at current FPV drone users but at creating an entirely new audience of 360-degree content creators. Beyond pricing, the leak also offered technical insights, although they are subject to confirmation. The listing suggested a single 1-inch image sensor, 6K video capture at 60 frames per second with HDR support, and omnidirectional obstacle avoidance. On paper, these specifications are impressive, especially at such an aggressive price point. However, they contradict previous insider rumors that suggested a dual 1.1-inch sensor configuration capable of 8K 360-degree video. This discrepancy may indicate one of several things. The listing could reflect an early prototype, it might represent a mid-tier variant with additional versions planned, or it could be a mixture of details from multiple development stages. DJI is known for iterating extensively on hardware, as seen with the Mini 3, which underwent at least 2 major revisions prior to launch. For complex products like 360-degree FPV drones, final specifications are rarely fixed early, with considerations like thermal management, battery optimization, and flight stability requiring ongoing adjustments. Understanding DJI's potential strategy requires looking beyond just pricing and specs. The company appears to be pursuing market expansion rather than immediate profit maximization. The 360-degree drone market is still niche, with high barriers to entry including steep learning curves and complex content creation workflows. By positioning the DJI Avata 360 at a more accessible price point while leveraging DJI's reputation for user-friendly controls, the company could attract a broader audience, essentially cultivating new drone users who may eventually invest in batteries, accessories, cloud storage, and other DJI ecosystem products. In other words, DJI might be willing to sacrifice short-term hardware margins in favor of long-term ecosystem revenue. At the same time, DJI is unlikely to cannibalize its existing premium products. Pricing for the DJI Avata 360 appears carefully structured to differentiate consumer, prosumer, and professional tiers. My analysis predicts that when the DJI Avata 360 launches officially, the base unit could land around $549, $599 in the US, with premium bundles between $899, $1,000. These prices would still be aggressive enough to disrupt the market while preserving DJI's profitability and maintaining clear differentiation from higher-end systems like the Inspire series. While the Avata 360 leak dominates conversations, another DJI product has remained conspicuously quiet, the Flip 2. The original Flip drone was designed for beginners, with sub-250-gram weight, built-in propeller guards, and intuitive controls that avoided regulatory hurdles in many countries. It prioritized accessibility over high-end performance, carving its niche for first-time pilots. Yet, despite anticipation, there are currently no credible leaks or supply chain reports suggesting a Flip 2 launch. Historical DJI release cycles for consumer drones typically range from 18 to 24 months, but without regulatory filings, prototypes, or retailer leaks, it seems likely that a Flip 2 won't arrive until late 2026 or even 2027. When it does arrive, expectations should be tempered. The Flip 2 is likely to be an incremental upgrade rather than a reinvention. Improvements may include slightly better flight time, optimized motors, minor sensor refinements, or enhanced image processing for low-light performance. The real opportunities for innovation lie in software, smarter subject tracking, gesture control refinement, expanded quick-shot modes, and lightweight obstacle avoidance improvements. DJI has repeatedly shown that intelligent software can create meaningful enhancements without major hardware overhauls, and this is likely the path for the Flip 2. For potential buyers, these developments lead to practical considerations. If you're looking for a 360-degree drone, waiting for the DJI Avata 360 may be worthwhile. Even accounting for potential international price adjustments, it promises compelling features at a disruptive price point. However, if you need a drone immediately for content creation deadlines, the current market offerings remain viable. Relying on an unconfirmed product could delay projects unnecessarily. For those eyeing the Flip 2, there's little reason to wait. The current Flip still meets the needs of beginners, and significant improvements are unlikely to arrive for some time. As a final note, for anyone tracking these developments, it's essential to separate confirmed facts from speculation. While leaks offer exciting glimpses, the DJI Avata 360 remains unannounced, and details may evolve before the official launch. Yet, even in uncertainty, the conversation around this drone illustrates the enormous anticipation and potential impact it holds. For creators, hobbyists, and industry watchers alike, the next few months could mark a pivotal moment in 360-degree drone technology, and the DJI Avata 360 is at the center of that story.